Welcome to the Captain's Blog. I'm David McDonough, Senior Vice President at Trilogy Financial. On this blog, we try to take what's unnecessarily complicated out there on Wall Street, make it understandable to you on Main Street. Up 2.5% last week, up 8.5% for the year. And remember, folks, Liberation Day, just 4 short months ago, the market is up 30% since that date. Now, why, class? Well, you know why. Fundamentals, at least on the corporate balance sheets, remain strong. Earnings, 80% of the earnings reported by corporations above expectations. And apparently, ding dong, inflation is dead. Or is it? Here's your week in review. In the middle of the week, inflation numbers came out, the biggest jump in over 3 years. Yet the market reacted calmly. Why? The market is paying attention to you, both retail sales and the labor market. We'll start with the labor market. And those jobs numbers that came out the last 2 or 3 weeks and the revisions, again, the worst since 1964. Those are the numbers that the Fed is basing the decision on when they decide whether or not to cut rates, which we believe that they will do in September. And remember, that is more money in your pocket, costs corporations less money to expand when they borrow. But now you in the retail sales land, numbers just came out this morning, a bit lower than expectations. Is that a shock to anybody out there? Well, it isn't to Deb in South Boston, well, also from the Cape, right, Deb? We had a great review yesterday, and she talked about her contemporaries. A number of them are out there getting laid off, are concerned that that could happen soon. They're not going to get out there and spend. And remember, our economy is driven by consumers just like yourself. As of this print, market up over 1% for the week, up 9.5% for the year. Here's what to look for next week. So as I just mentioned, the market is going to be paying attention to the labor market and jobless claims. President Trump is meeting with President Putin today, so geopolitics will be back in the headlines. So again, folks, inflation, that was yesterday's news. It is all about you out there in retail sales land. Here's your personal finance tip of the week. As I just mentioned, the market is up over 30% since April. Ask yourself out there how you felt when the market was down over a span of 2 or 3 weeks with 401ks, former 401ks, and IRAs scattered all over the place. Take this as an opportunity, a gift, to get a plan together, a strategy for your risk tolerance and your time horizon. And there's a number of you out there still sitting on cash. We're buying on the dips. I will say this to you, that this game of whack-a-mole, I haven't used that in quite some time, is back. This week, the tech stocks weren't doing well, but small to mid, international, value names. Don't go out there and chase those names because it may just be the tech names that come back in next week. Have a strategy, buy value, and don't try to market time. Thanks again for checking in. We'll see you next week on the Captain's Blog.